So namaskar all of you. 2023 Odisha Civil Service Mains ro optional test series aarohan classes re aji to start hochi. That is the 4th of January. The first test apanakara ei session re mu apanakara history optional ro test number 1 ro questions koda discuss karibi. तो हमरा syllabus thila sources of early Indian history paper 1 ro ओके फर्स्ट पांचटा बिट्स आपणकर सिलेबस थिला टेस्ट 1 रो सो लेट अस गो टू सेक्शन ए 250 वर्ड्स भीतर आपनको आंसर करिवार अछि ओके आउ 12टा भीतर 10टा क्वेश्चन आंसर करिवार अछि सेक्शन ए रो ईच क्वेश्चन 15 मार्क आपणकर रहउछि क्वेश्चन 1 हाउ डू आर्कियोलॉजिकल सोर्सेस कॉम्प्लीमेंट टेक्सचुअल एविडेंस इन रिकंस्ट्रक्टिंग द सोशियो पॉलिटिकल हिस्ट्री ऑफ एंशिएंट इंडिया and what are the challenges of relying on these sources? Question 2. Evaluate the reliability of inscriptions as historical sources in understanding the political and administrative systems of early Indian empires. Question 3. Romila Thapar stated, history is not what happened in the past, but the reconstruction of the past in the present. How does this perspective shape the interpretation of early Indian history through sources like Rigveda and Arthashastra? Question 4. How do archaeological remains of Mehergarh provide evidence for transition from pastoralism to agriculture? And what does this reveal about early social organization? Question 5. In what ways did domestication of animals and cultivation of crops impact the mobility and settlement patterns of early pastoral communities in Indian subcontinent? Question 6. How does the evidence of urban planning in Harappa and Mohenjo-daro reflect the socio-economic and administrative structures of Indus civilization? Question 7. What role did environmental factors such as climate change and reverse course shifts play in decline of Indus Valley civilization? Question 8. How does the absence of deciphered written records challenge the understanding of governance and trade in Indus civilization? Question 9. Mortimer Wheeler remarked, Indus Valley civilization was the cultural cradle of India's urban life. How does this statement reflect the significance of Indus cities in shaping the region's historical legacy? Question 10. Compare the role of Chalcolithic cultures like those in Rajasthan and Gujarat with the Indus Valley civilization in the transition to complex societies. Question 11. What methodological challenges arise when integrating literary sources like the Rigveda with archaeological findings of early agricultural and pastoral communities? That is question 11. Question 12. How do regional variations in early farming practices as seen in Neolithic Kashmir and peninsular India contribute to our understanding of agricultural diffusion across the subcontinent? That is section A. Now come to section B. एथरे 6टा क्वेश्चन रु 5टा क्वेश्चन आपन करबार अछि each question 300 words भीतर रहबो 20 मिनिट 20 मार्क रो रहउछि question 13 how did the transition from semi nomadic settlements to permanent agrarian communities in the Gangetic plains affect the social stratification during this period? Evaluate the role of religion in legitimizing these evolving hierarchies. What are the key differences in economic practices between the Harappan legacy and early Vedic settlements? And how did these influence the structure of society? Discuss with examples from archaeological and textual evidence. Question 15. D.D. Kosambi argued the interplay of religion and religion and economy forms the basis of early Indian civilization. How does this assertion help in understanding the relationship between ritual practices and agrarian economy during 2000 to 500 BC. Question 16. To what extent does evolution from Samhitas to Sutras reflect a shift from ritualistic practices to codified social norms? Analyze this in context of the emergence of Varna-based social organization. Question 17. How do the Vedic texts illustrate progression of patriarchal structures in early Indian society, and what role did religious ideologies play in consolidating this shift? Question 18. Max Muller described the Rig Veda as the earliest monument of Aryan thought. How does this characterization align with the evidence of cultural and societal norms found in Vedic text, and what are its limitations? Okay, so এটা टेस्ट 1 आपणकर 16टा टेस्ट भितर शेड्यूलटा आपण पीडीएफ रे पाई जिबे जोटा कि आपण हमर टेलीग्राम चैनल रो डाउनलोड कर दे परिबे. सो आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट जो माने हिस्ट्री ऑप्शन लेकी प्रिपरेशन करछंती. नमस्कार.